Hello guys, we're back again. I'm Lerato.
And I'm Portia.
And we are First and Foremost,
Welcome
baby.
back, guys. So happy to be with you again.
Yes, it's always amazing to be with you. So our topic today is healthy image, healthy relationships. What's your take on this, friend?
You know, when we said from the beginning that image is not limited to the outside, it begins from inside. You know, when we say this, it's like we really just want to make this bigger. It's not that's not what it is. We have worked, you know, when we actually went for a study in the beginning, we actually also sort of thought that, you know what, image is about enhancing the outside. It is about touching on this and improving this on the outside, only for us to actually for the dots to actually add on as we went on in regards to this. We realized that, guys, image, it boils from within. That's exactly where it starts. How you see yourself is how you actually behave with other people. And I think it is very important that you realize how it begins with you, and you realize how you owe it to yourself to do the work, and don't even expect it to come with something else from outside or from something from outside. I think that's where I want to take it from. That it's something that is bigger than what we see outside, because it actually does start from the inside.
I'm so with you when you're saying that's where you want to take this from, because that's where it begins in the first place. So if your inside is not right, you're most likely to attract bad relationships.
And forget also to teach people certain things about you, what you deserve, what is right for you. You understand what I'm saying? And I think this is actually broader, like this topic of image and this topic of you within relationships. I think it's actually broader, and I think we all deserve that chance to go through things so that we are better in different things. I think, like we said in the beginning, image is bigger, and it's mostly from the inside. It could be at work. It could be like in a relationship with a man or a woman. It could be in a friendship. It could be anywhere. I feel like people that do not understand themselves, people who do not receive themselves well, they don't really maximize everything there is to maximize in relationships. And sometimes they stay in things that they shouldn't be staying in, simply because in the first place, you don't even know what you deserve. You have not calculated. You have not done that for yourself. You understand what I'm saying?
You haven't done that for yourself. So as a result, you are not able to teach people how to treat you within a relationship.
Exactly.
And, you know, I'm going to take this to marriage for an example. We all have heard that you need to compromise, you know, for your marriage to work, which works in some cases. It's very good. It depends on the commitment from each party, right? But then sometimes it's one-sided. Sometimes, other times,
it's one-sided.
When it's one-sided, and at what point, what makes you decide, what gets you to that tipping point that, oh, okay, no, this is actually bordering on my self-worth being taken for granted. It's dictated by your image, your inner image. It is dictated by your inner image, because if you have no awareness of your inner image and where it should be, then you will keep compromising even when it's not worth it.
Yeah, and I guess it boils back to the simplest things that we spoke of, like before, that we need to understand ourselves before we actually even attempt understanding other people. You understand what I'm saying? And again, sometimes we think like some relationships fail because of maybe the other party wronging the other party, or vice versa. But then sometimes some good relationships, they fail because we fail to teach each other who we are and what we want in relationships, because we simply cannot get there. Sometimes when it becomes difficult for us to even voice our needs, because we're not even sure that they're valid. We don't want to take ourselves to that space where we really engage ourselves in questions like, is it a valid thing? Am I worth wanting that? You understand what I'm saying? And if you are a person and you are in a relationship, and this is a relationship that you're aiming to have for the rest of your life, you must be happy in that relationship. You have to put yourself out there and your needs out there.
And the one thing about happiness, though, is that you do not expect to get it from someone else. Cannot create happiness from you. No. Happiness comes from that first step of self-acceptance, of self-love, of all of that. It comes from within. Yes. A lot of people do not understand that. And that is very much linked to your self-image.
Exactly.
It is very much linked to your self-image.
Exactly. Like, and then now when there's a void, now they're beginning to blame each other because there's a gap, and nobody knows where the gap came from. And now we want to believe that the other party is hurting us, or even vice versa. You understand what I'm saying? And that causes so much misunderstandings and unnecessary fightings, and you understand what I'm saying?
It can be so even worse. There are women out there that actually believe that when their partners physically abuse them, it means that they love them. It means that they love them.
Exactly.
That is love to them. And one really needs to wonder where the self-love level is.
Yeah, I've got this friend of mine. I'm not even going to mention her name, but I feel like she is doing so much better, in terms of relationships and like in her marriage. I watch her in her marriage, and she's not unhappy because she feels deprived. When she wants to do something and hubby does not want to do something, she does it.
I know.
You know who I'm talking about. She does it. And she doesn't, it doesn't have to go to that space where you feel like someone is depriving you. Yes. You understand what I'm saying? Because you understand yourself, you love yourself, you know what you deserve, and you are ready or willing or keen to give that to yourself. You're not waiting for someone else to do that, because I think then relationships becomes overbearing when they like that. Yeah,
because there's a lot of expectations from the other partner when you should be doing those things yourself.
Yeah, and like a little bit of me time here and there, and know how to spend time with yourself and enjoy your own company.
That's another thing. Enjoying your you time.
Yes.
Enjoying spending time by yourself. Enjoying your own company.
And I think you can only do that once you have established that relationship with yourself. True. You understand what I'm saying? So I think how we see ourselves, even some people, there are companies that you visit, or you go looking for services and stuff. And then there's one particular overly troublesome individual. Like they're just not happy about everything. You understand what I'm saying? And you talk to some of the colleagues that they may have, and I promise you, this person is literally paying for everyone. And most of the time, Shame, it's because people are suffering certain things that they're not talking about. And some of those things, especially when they're not talking about, could be the fact that they simply just don't understand who they are. They simply don't love who they are. They don't know who they are. Therefore, it becomes hard for them to teach other people. They feel offended most of the time. They're easily offendable, actually. They feel easily undermined. You understand what I'm saying? Because they simply cannot have that moment with themselves. They have not experienced the beauty of self-love and self-appreciation and acceptance. And you understand what I'm saying? And you understand that when you step out in the public, it is about you showcasing yourself and giving, sharing yourself with the world, the beauty that you already know with others. Am I on point now? I feel like I'm on point.
You are preaching, and I'm loving it. I preach on.
Right? Yeah. But then that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And even in friendships, even in every walk of life, I think it is very important that we know ourselves first, we understand ourselves first, and we go through certain things within ourselves that we need to get through before we even mingle with other people.
Yeah, it starts from within.
So that we do better.
Everything starts from within.
So that we do better.
You have a relationship with yourself. Love yourself, and before you want to go loving other people outside.
Trying, because I doubt you will succeed loving other people when you're failing to love yourself. That's what even the Bible says. Sometimes when you are not happy, or maybe when you keep disqualifying like a portion of you, keep saying does not deserve this, like I don't deserve because of this, within yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Or maybe finding that corner that somehow reasons when you feel undermined or mistreated or whatever. You understand what? That part, I don't know, it sort of poisons everything. When someone at work gets promotion or maybe get compliments or something, and then you feel like they're taking something away from you. It's not that person taking something from you. It's not someone else's compliment that is taking a compliment from you or something from you. It's the fact that you simply have a sore place within you. You've got a place that you need to attend to.
And that's yourself taking something away from you.
Exactly.
when someone else gets complimented.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's extremely important to acknowledge to yourself that you're doing well. You are improving, you are, all those positive affirmations. You're busy focusing on the outside and living yourself.
Because in this world, you need to get yourself ready. I promise you, a lot of things happen. People make mistakes. People make their own choices. People say their own words. You need to be your own keeper. I don't know if I'm putting it right. You need to be the person that is looking after you. You need to be that person that is responsible for what's coming in and what's not coming in. You need to be that person, because even the people that you mostly love, people that you're closest to, sometimes those are the people that could just harm you just by struggling with their own things as well. Like certain things could be coming your direction, in your way, and if you don't have that shield around you of just self-belief, self-love, self-trust, and you understand what I'm saying? You could find yourself in horrible spaces just because of what has happened to you. You understand what I'm saying? So it is very important that we do that for ourselves. We take times, even if it means seriously, if you're not married, and I'm please pay attention. If you are not married, it is quite okay if you feel like you are not in the right relationship, or you just don't understand yourself in that relationship, it is okay to ask for a break. You know, just to say, you know what, I feel like I'm failing to love you right. And I think it's me. Please don't do that when you're going for another dude or another. Please don't do that. I know that line, and it's not serving. That's not what we're saying here. But then we are more focusing on building healthy relationships. And even if it's friendships, if they are your kind of relationships, they will wait for you. Because they will see value in what you are saying when you say, I need to sort myself out. And they could be knowing somehow that you probably need to find yourself.
If they're good relationships, those people will actually help you get to a point where you decide you need to sort yourself out. You know, they will, and they will support you in you doing that.
And I'm not saying go and get out of that good relationship. That's not what I'm saying. All I'm saying is when you feel like things in your relationship are not even adding up, and it could be because of the fact that you are struggling with certain things from within yourself.
Healthy relationship, it's one that is gonna make you even a better version of yourself. Well, it makes both parties better version of themselves because they understand themselves. They understand who they are. They understand what they want from the relationship.
And they also
if the
believe
communication is good, if the communication is good, it's even better. It is even better.
And they also believe, friend, in the contribution that they make. You know, when you don't, when you're struggling to believe that whatever you do could be good, you don't even know your contribution in that relationship.
And by contribution, we don't mean money.
No, we're not talking about money here.
It's not about money.
We're talking about the presence that you bring.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? The companionship that you bring.
The warmth.
The warmth.
The understanding.
The comfort.
Yes.
Because, I mean, that's what relationships are for. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, those are things that we look for when we enter friendships, when we enter relationships, when we enter workplaces. We want to feel belonging. We want to feel like we're adding value. We want to feel like we are wanted. You understand what I'm saying? So we just want to make sure that we also are out there building relationships that are building us.
That are building us.
That are building
and
us.
Empowering us.
Exactly.
To be the better version of ourselves.
Of who we are. Yes. I think I think it is very, very important. So please guys, please don't misquote me when you get out there and say Portia said we must go out there and then just dump our boyfriends. No, that's not what I'm saying. No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just talking about those individuals that feel like, you know what, I'm in a space where I don't even know what I want, where I don't even know if the other person is serving me right, where I don't even know if I'm happy or I'm not happy.
Where you're in an abusive relationship, it could be physically, could be emotionally, and you're still trying to work at it. Like you put yourself last, you know? And while doing that, you don't realize that you're
damaging yourself even more.
You're breaking yourself down even more. You're not building yourself. Yeah.
And which could be very costly. And remember the damage that you are now incurring as a person. You are also going to like somehow do that somewhere else. Even if it's not gonna be in that relationship that you're in now. Wherever you're going, you could, if you don't attend to it, you could actually continue that. So it is very important that we build ourselves first. We build the picture that we see when we look at ourselves first.
And not forgetting the impact that we have on our children, our boy children, our girl children, you know, because they learn from us. You know, if at home it's the norm that daddy physically abuses mommy, you're teaching your boy child something and you're teaching your girl child something. If you're staying in that relationship, you're teaching your girl child that it's okay to be beaten up and be physically abused. You just need to stay there. And you're also teaching the boy child that it's a good thing, that it's acceptable to do it. So it's acceptable for him to do it in the future when he's grown. So let's be careful.
We need to be very careful.
What we're doing, because our kids are watching us.
Yeah, and they learn more from what we do than what we say.
Yes.
Yeah. Like we have said before, they learn more from what we do than what we tell them to do. So it is very important that we work on ourselves. Like whenever we feel like there are things to work on individually with our partners, we need to do that. But at the end of the day, we want to belong in those good, serving, healthy relationships at work, with friends, in relationships, in marriages. We want to build relationships that are building us in return.
Yes.
I think that's
empowering us.
Yes.
Well, we're going to leave it right there for this episode. I think we unpacked it quite well. Hey?
I think we've said enough.
Yeah.
Given the time that we have.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then we want to hear from you.
Yes, please.
We always want to hear from you. Please do get in touch.
Yes.
Let's talk about certain details in different relationships and friendships that we are in so that we can help each other. Please tell us if you do have an experience, with your image, maybe that you happened to maybe improve, work on at a certain point that that you happened to notice what, like
the impact
it brought.
Yes, on your relationship.
Yes. And to you as a person.
Yes.
So we would love to hear from you guys, and we would love to have all those questions that we have answers for, and that also that we don't have answers for, but then we can actually, just unpack together, continue unpacking them together, and then we then continue growing together.
Yes.
Us and you. I think we have done justice for today.
I think so.
I feel like we have. So guys, please continue to
subscribe, like,
help us grow this channel.
Hit the notification button, because you want to know when we've posted a new video.
But the notifications help.
Yeah, the notifications
because they serve as like a reminder.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're paying attention to a lot of things.
Yeah.
But then you want to see that notification come on your device, and then you can just continue following and help us grow this channel, because that's what we're trying to do. We want to engage with more people out there so that we can grow and get better together. Yeah.
So you heard her.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah. Episode. Hey, I enjoyed the talk.
Thank you, guys. We have reached the end. Thank you so much for spending some time with us.
Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe, to like, and hit that notification button, and make sure that everybody, you can literally go through your phone book.
Guys, until next time, we love you very much, and thank you so very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.